say your name for the camera, please?
Simon Brown.
And this is Carl. We're in the Ferrari F430. We're doing 7 laps, correct?
Yep.
Okay,
right.
so just a few things before we take off. I'm going to let you go as fast as you want, as long as you're listening to all my instructions and we're doing everything safely.
Sure.
So, when to go fast, you need to be smooth. So just be as smooth as you can with all your steering, braking, and throttle inputs.
Right.
The mirrors are set up for me, so don't worry about any of the cars around us. You don't need to look over your shoulders when we're making turns.
Right.
If we're going to be passed by a faster car, I'll let you know.
Yep.
If we're going to pass a slower car, we'll wait for their hazards, and I'll tell you which way to pass them.
Yep.
During overtaking and passing, if we're going to be overtaken or if we're going to pass, my hand's going to be on the steering wheel.
Right.
I'm just going to guide you. Don't let go of the wheel and try not to fight my arm too much.
Yeah. Don't worry.
And are we doing automatic or manual today?
Manual.
Okay. Upshift is on the right, downshift is on the left. Notice that it doesn't move with the steering wheel, so it's really important that we shift in a straight line.
Yeah.
We're going to stay in third and fourth most of the track, so we're only going to shift on the straightaway and after the straightaway, and I'll let you know when to shift, so you don't really need to worry about it.
Okay.
If we miss a shift during a corner, don't worry about it. We'll just get on the next lap or the next corner.
Right.
All right, do you have any questions before we take off?
I don't think we're good.
Okay, can you turn the wheel one full rotation to the right, please? All right, foot on the brake, upshift once, and then we'll start pulling forward. And then head to the left, we'll go out the center. We're gonna pull up right between the blue cones and come to a stop right here. There's the GTR.
Yeah.
Let's wait for him to go by.
Okay.
Then we'll get on the track. Okay, head onto the track, stay to the right. Upshift once more. Okay, here's our first turn. Turn into the corner all the way down. Stay all the way to the left until your next turning cone. Bring it back over to the right now. Start squeezing the throttle and using the full width of the track. Stay to the right. And brake. Downshift once. See, you're already shifting more than you need to.
Yeah.
Turn in. Squeeze the throttle out wide. Let the car float out wide to the right. Brake here. Downshift once. Off the brakes and turn in. And then stay to the left. We're going to let a car behind us pass. Okay. And brake here. Off the brakes and turn in. Get close to your apex here and straight line through the chicane. And back to the left hand side. Just leave it in this gear and turn in. Squeeze the throttle out of the corner. We want to be in the middle of the racetrack here. Brake. Downshift once. Off the brakes and turn in. Scan across the track. Look for your apex. Get to your apex there. Squeeze the throttle now, unwinding the steering wheel to your exit cone. Leave it in this gear. And brake. Downshift once. Off the brakes. Turn in. Get all the way down to the apex. Patient with the throttle here. Patient. Back to the right. And squeeze the throttle, let the car float out wide. Upshift, leave it in fourth. And brake hard. Downshift once, off the brakes, turn in. Squeeze the throttle now. Brake hard here. Off the brakes, turn in, get down to the apex. Patient with the throttle here. Squeeze the throttle now. Back to the left. And brake hard, off the brakes and turn in, straight through, back to the left, brake, off the brakes now, turn in, get closer to the apex, squeeze the throttle through the corner, brake here, we're going to wait for these cars, they're both, oh man, never stop on the track.
Yeah.
That's, I don't know what that was. You know, and yeah, let's just keep pulling forward. I'll give you an extra lap for that.
No worries.
Alright, squeeze the throttle now. Option. Stay in this gear. And brake hard. Off the brakes now, turn in all the way down to the apex, stay all the way left, bring it back to the right now, and start squeezing throttle, use the full width. And brake. Downshift once, try not to shift anymore, any further than fourth.
Okay.
Straight through here, brake, downshift once, off the brakes and turn in. Squeeze the throttle now. Back to the left. Upshift. And brake. Brake hard. Downshift once. Turn in. Squeeze the throttle through the corner. Back to the left-hand side. And brake. Off the brakes and turn in. Squeeze the throttle now. Accelerate out. Middle of the track. Brake hard here. Off the brakes. Turn in. Get nice and close to the apex here. Scan across. Start squeezing the throttle now, unwinding the steering wheel. Stay to the right. Brake here. Off the brakes, we're going to pass on the left. All the way down. Back to the right now. And squeeze the throttle. Upshift. Stay in fourth. And brake hard. Brake hard. Off the brakes now, turn in, get closer to your apex here. Squeeze the throttle out of the corner. Brake here, downshift once. Patient, 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 patient. Squeeze the throttle now. And brake. Brake harder, downshift once. You're braking a little late, so we should try to brake before we get to the orange cones. Okay. Off the brakes now, and that corner we don't need to use so much brake pressure here.
Okay.
And brake hard here. Off the brakes now, turn in. Scan across the track, get to your apex here. Now squeeze the throttle, unwind the wheel towards your exit. And brake. Downshift once. All the way down to the left, patient with the throttle. And back to the right now. Now start squeezing the throttle, unwinding the wheel. There you go. Wait, wait. Now upshift. And brake. So you passed the braking zone again.
Yeah.
So it's making us overshoot the corners and
So brake sooner?
yeah, brake sooner there. Brake here. Downshift once. Not necessarily brake sooner, just brake at the cone.
Okay. Whoops.
Downshift once, off the brakes, try not to shift so much. Straight through here, back to the left. Again, we don't need to brake that hard there. Less braking that turn. Straight through. Off the brakes, scan across the track, look for your apex. Now start squeezing the throttle. Brake hard here, downshift once. Wait for the signal to pass. Stay to the left. Try not to anticipate the pass. Back to the right. Squeeze the throttle now. Squeeze the throttle. We're gonna pass to the right. Upshift. And brake. See, you blew past the braking point again. Downshift once. Squeeze the throttle now. Brake. Turn in. Patient with the throttle. Squeeze the throttle now. Unwind the wheel. Stay in this gear. And brake. Off the brakes and turn in. Close to the apex here. Straight through it. And back to the left. Less brake here. Less brake. Turn in. There you go. That's better. Squeeze the throttle out. Brake hard here. And scan across. Squeeze the throttle out of the corner now. And brake. Brake. You blew way past that braking point again.
Yeah.
You see that? You need to start braking at the orange cone. You're braking like 20 feet after the orange cone.
Okay.
Squeeze the throttle now. Upshift. And brake. Downshift once. See, you don't need to use so much brake pressure.
Okay.
So we're blowing past the brake zone, so
Yeah.
you need to slam on the brakes. Brake hard. So if you brake at the braking zone, it's light pressure and we'll go through the corner faster.
Gotcha.
And brake, downshift once, off the brakes here, patient with the throttle here, patient. Back to the left, off the brakes, turn in, squeeze the throttle out of the corner, and brake hard, see you passed that braking zone again too.
Okay.
Turn in, so you gotta really pay attention to those braking points.
Right.
Accelerate out now. And brake. Off the brakes, turn in. Get close to your apex, closer. And back to the right now. Squeeze the throttle out of the corner. Upshift. Stay in this gear. And brake. Downshift once. Squeeze the throttle now out of the corner. And brake hard. Off the brakes, turn in. Patient with the throttle here. Now get back on. Squeeze the throttle there. Upshift. And brake hard. Downshift once. Off the brakes and turn in. Squeeze straight line through. Back to the left. Accelerate through. We're going to pass on the right. Alright. And brake. Off the brakes and turn in. Squeeze the throttle now. Upshift. And brake. Went past that braking zone again.
Yeah.
Downshift once. And squeeze the throttle now. Upshift. And brake. Downshift once. Off the brakes and turn in. Patient with the throttle here. Squeeze the throttle now out of the corner. Brake in a straight line. Brake, brake, brake. Turn in. Patient, patient, patient. Off throttle, off throttle. Off throttle.
Alright.
Gotta listen to me.
Yeah.
Stay to the left. And brake. Off the brakes, turn in. Straight through. Brake. Off the brakes and turn in. Squeeze the throttle out now. Brake hard. Off the brakes, turn in. Get close to your apex here. We're gonna pull off the track. Straight through here. Alright, off the brakes. We're gonna go through the left. To the cones here.
Cool.
Now we're gonna park to the right of the 458.
Alright.
So what'd you think of this car compared to the 458?
I liked it.
Good time?
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Alright,
to be honest,
stop right here.
I felt like a lot more. The other one felt more controlled, computerized. This feels more raw.
Oh yeah,
that one makes sense.
definitely. Yep.
Yeah.
Pull both pedals towards you, please. Foot off the brake, and then turn the wheel all the way to the left until it stops. You can let it go of the pedals, yeah. And that's it. Leave the car on.
Okay.
Any questions, comments, concerns before we get out of here?
No, I think that was it.